Dreams are only found and accepted in the comfort of their sleep. Waking up means looking around, seeing the city that they believe they're in, and convincing themselves that reality can never go hand in hand with their dreams and aspirations. Does that seem right to you? Well, does it? When I was asked to speak here today, I was asked to do that speech. But as this event came closer and closer, I realized, wait a minute, I have a lot more to say. So I've added some things. In that speech, I made a few major points that I called the 3 Ps, all about the way people in this city and surrounding areas are living. For one, students are not being provided with nearly enough of what they need to be successful. This truly came to light for me when I was having a conversation with my stepbrother on Thanksgiving. He told me he was in his senior year of high school, so of course I asked him, have you started looking at and applying to any colleges yet? He said no. So I said, well, you're cutting it kind of close. Your guidance counselors and teachers haven't been helping you at all? And again, he said no. What? I was shocked. How is it that all students aren't being given the opportunities and helped to encourage themselves and go ahead and look at higher education? Things like that fall under the category of prosperity I talked about, along with the need for building better resumes and interview skills. Another important subject in that speech was perspective. During my middle and high school years, I thought that getting out of Springfield and as far away from anything around here as possible was the golden ticket to a fabulous life. And forgive me for that, I was really warm with the chocolate after last week. But my point is that now it couldn't be more clear to me that where you start does not necessarily determine your final destination. And no, I didn't watch that one. But Springfield College has been amazing. MassMutual has treated me so well, and I see the beauty in this city and the people in it. If we just spent the time it would take to clean up or create more opportunities for people to express themselves in uplifting venues or develop a better sense of community, then it's more likely that the invisible dark cloud hanging over Springfield would vanish. Now, off the subject of Springfield and on to the topic of ourselves. My 3rd P was personal development. It seems like the idea of having a normal career or figuring out your entire life is stressed more than the idea of figuring out who you are right now, who you want to be, and what makes you happiness. Why is it that people are not taught how to be happy or how to really go after what they want in their lives? I think that's part of what's missing. Now, in my TEDx speech, I threw in a 4th P, which was all about the parents and their roles in the success of the youth. But for today's purposes, my 4th P is passion. I'm going to share with you guys a secret. This information really should be common knowledge, but for some reason, it's referred to as the secret. Before I tell you, I want to try something. Out loud, everyone in this room, answer this yes or no question for me. Ready? Is this a friendly universe? No. And the second I read that question, I said no, out loud, which was weird because I was by myself at the time. But the next sentence that I read told me that I was wrong. I'll explain. On page 8, there's a quote from John Asserat. Our job as humans is to hold on to the thoughts of what we want, make it absolutely clear in our minds what we want, and from that we start to invoke one of the greatest laws in the universe, and that's the law of attraction. You become what you think about most, but you also attract what you think about most. This is a huge concept. So this book is telling me that if I really set my mind to something, send out positive thoughts and feelings, visualize myself living how I want, and then express gratitude for what I'm being given, that the universe has no choice but to grant my wishes? Yeah, that's exactly what this book is telling me. Einstein asked the world, is this a friendly universe? Because he knew the secret. If you answered by saying, yes, the universe is friendly, you must then experience that. The secret is how to use the law of attraction to your advantage. Now, I can't encompass the depth or full meaning of this book in only a few words, but I can say that life truly is all about perspective. If you have a passion or strong desire to do something, then what is stopping you? Schools, jobs, friends, everyone feeds our brains with stuff. And quite frankly, I think a lot of it is the wrong kind of stuff, or not enough of the right. Life is hard. It's a struggle out there. You can work for things, but it'll be extremely hard to attain them. Not according to the law of attraction. You can do and you can be whatever you want. This world has a way of feeding our brains with the negative. But I'm telling you all, right now, to feed your hearts with everything positive that you possibly can. Have a dream? Go for it.